Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Kim here, and today is an episode of Thrifty Canucks. I know it's Saturday, but this was the first day this week that I could actually sit down and do this, so today it is. Yeah, I've kind of been missing a little bit. Been doing some stuff around the house, just oddball things. Like I make dog food for the dog. So that's a half-day process. Well, not really, but you know, it takes up time. And then one day I spent 2 days on the phone trying to get through, or not 2 days, 2 hours on the phone to Revenue Canada, and you know what that's like. And then just doing some oddball jobs around the house. You know the jobs, and I know you guys all know these jobs where you say, "Oh, that'll only take me 15 minutes." There's no such thing as that. You know that 15-minute job is going to translate into an hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours. And Murphy's Law, something always goes wrong and you have to figure out how to fix it. And then it ends up being an all-day job. And so that's kind of how it's been for me all week this week. So I feel like I've been driving around with square tires and, you know, going around in circles and just trying to get down here. It's been on the list, but just haven't quite got here. But today I'm here, and I do have a couple other videos lined up for this week, so hopefully I'll get those out in the next day or so. And so it looks like it's clear for a couple days, but you know, Murphy's Law, right? So I'm hoping that I have some time to spend in here. So I'm going to start out with the books. I didn't buy a lot of books or papery stuff, only because I really need to focus on using a lot of stuff up lately. But, you know, for 50 cents, who can resist? Creative Hands, great book with lots of fodder to cut out, lots of, oh, this is something Jennifer would just love. Lots of fun things to cut out and lots of great items to use in our art. Like these would make wonderful paper dolls. I would love to dress them up a little bit more. And so there's an opportunity right there. Patterns, you know, it's just fun stuff to cut out of these magazines, and they're so colorful. And some of the images of people, like these are great images to use in your art, and some of them can easily be used as tag elements. Like look at this, that's a perfect little tag or bookmark, and there's 4 of them. They're all ready to cut out. So with just a little bit of decorating, and like I love these little sample swatches in here. Fun book, so keep your eye out for these. Here's more. Now how do I decide which ones I want to keep and use? But yeah, lots of good stuff in here. And look at this little guy. I could just see him sitting on a mushroom. But I don't know where I would put him. And then even like this little girl could be or a little boy, I'm not sure, could be cut out and used as a, you know, like a paper doll on something. So lots of fun images to use in here. Always love these magazines, and you see them a lot. Like even this is great for a tag base. So many possibilities to just build on here for making tags or journal cards. Like this would be a beautiful journal card to put in a journal. So lots of possibilities. So keep your eye out for this book. This is volume 1, and you know, you could end up going to a yard sale and getting all the volumes. So they're coming out now because people are cleaning out grandma's closets and downsizing grandma and mom. So you keep an eye out for these books because they're very popular. This one I bought just for the imagery. Oh, I love this image right on the cover. Nice end paper pages, and then lots of colored images in here. I'm going to start at the back. It's not an old book. It's one of those, you know, coffee table style books. But lots of great images in here that can be used for art. Art, envelopes. It's a great size for making envelopes. Lots of colored images in here. I'm just trying to find one that I really like. There's lots. Some free stuff. I always find free stuff in these books. Isn't that a beautiful image? Like this could be cut into a couple pieces to use for stuff. He's cute. You know, elements. That's a beautiful image. I'd love to use her in a book. She's very pretty. Nice queen. How do you decide? Ooh, look at the red dress. Isn't that beautiful? So lots of possibilities with this book. And again, if I paid 50 cents, that's about it. This was not at my regular thrift shop where they have 10 books for $1, but it is one of the ones that I go to often. And I don't get a lot of books from this place that I go to, but you know, I always find one or two if I really want to look through them. Sometimes and here's some great maps too. Like that's a great little map to add into a journal. And yeah, combination of black and whites and colored. Look at this letter of some sorts here written. Henry's love letter to Anne. So that would be a beautiful addition into a book. You could just trim it out of the book and then distress it with some brown ink, and it's gorgeous to tuck into a journal. Back it with some plain paper and then you can use it as a tucked writing spot. So yeah, that's what I bought this for. Another letter. Yeah, so lots of fun stuff, and I'll have no problem using it. There she is again in black and white. So that was a good find. Now at my regular little thrift shop, everything green this week was half price. So this receipt book for 50 cents was now 25 cents. What I like is it's the old colored receipts with the yellow one in the background. These are great to just use as note paper to tuck in a journal, or to create backs on tags. They're perforated, so they're very easy to tear out. And, you know, for 25 cents, there's a lot of material here to use. And I use them for collage backgrounds. You can take one of these receipts and add some beautiful yellow roses on top of here, and you know the drill. Flowers, bird, butterfly, label, and you're done. So these are perfect items to use for that purpose. And then who could resist this? Now this one was, they were all 50 cents, but one of them, yeah, this one only has one book in it, one book of 50 sheets, and these have 2 books of 50 sheets. But for 25 cents, yeah, I'll take it. So it was 25 cents for 50 sheets, and then 25 cents for 100 sheets twice. So great paper. All I have to do with this, and I will probably do that right away with this one, is fold them into journal pages and tuck them in my journal page box. You've seen me make the box and talk about that. I will bring that out again when I'm working on some more journals very soon. But yeah, this is ready to go. I may have to trim it or fold in an edge to make it fit, but ready to go either way. If I'm doing a traveler's notebook, I would fold it this way and then fold up the bottom to make pockets. I don't know why, but every time I do a video, I always burp. Have you noticed that? I try to cover it up, but today I can't for some reason. And it's not like I ate anything weird. But I noticed that, and I won't name names, one of my online friends yawns a lot. And one of my friends online hiccups a lot. So I'm in good company, I guess. So then I'm going to show you some fabric. Now, I did go to the dollar store, and these were $3.50, but it is, you know, it's a faux velvet. It's not real velvet fabric. It's a velvety finish, like a brushed fabric finish. But I thought this might make some nice, it's synthetic. It might make some nice flowers. And so I thought, well, this would be great for doing the flowers. And then, of course, there's no shortage of reasons to use green, and green leaves would be great. So I'm going to play around with this, and then maybe one day we'll do some flowers together. I've been wanting to do velvet flowers for a while. I do have lots of velvet, but I just saw this blue, and I know I don't have this color. And then the green is always good for leaves. So they were $3.50 each. There is 63 inches by 23, almost 24 inches. So about 2 feet wide by about 5 feet, if you want to go that far. That's a lot of material for $3.50. I don't think you could buy a whole yard. And this would be equivalent to at least a yard if it were cut, you know, based on, you know, being, say, a meter by 42 inches long or wide. So this would be about a yard's worth. And if you went to a fabric store, you wouldn't get a yard of velvet for $3.50. You know, it would probably be a little bit more. I mean, you could get lucky, but it might be a little bit more. So I thought for that price, it was a reasonable price. I didn't see any other colors. If I did, I would certainly pick them up. I would love to find like a light pink or even an ivory so I can dye it myself, but I didn't see anything like that, so I took these. Then back to the thrift shop, $2.50, half price, $1.25, because anything with a green label was half price. I got 8. There's 8 here. These are beautiful finished little I don't know. They're not hankies for sure. Maybe they're napkins. They've never been used. They're very crunchy, crispy. But I just thought this would make a nice traveler's notebook base, or even as a page to add into a journal. It makes some great pockets. The trim around here is just beautiful, and it is so crispy, ready to use. If I wanted pockets, I could cut this up into 4 pieces and have one decorative one. If I want to use it as a journal cover, there's just so many possibilities, and such a pretty plain, a simple little pattern on here, but yet effective. And I just loved it. And so yeah, that had to go for $1.25. Yeah, it's like barely 15 cents a piece. So that had to go in my basket. And then there's this fabric. Now, it's shiny, slippery, synthetic-y something. I don't know. But it was 99 cents for a panel. And I bought one panel. I couldn't find any more, and I bought it because for 99 cents I got 2 yards of this trim. So I'll take the trim off very easily to take off of here, and then I'm left with this shiny stuff. I think what I'm going to do is make some little fabric bags to put in journals, or to add some journal some ephemera, you know, into a package. I'm not sure, but I think that's what I'm going to do with this, is turn it into little bags, because it's not something that I really want for a journal. It doesn't feel fun. It doesn't feel right to me. So, and I don't think it would be easy to work with. I don't think it would glue well. So the best thing is to just use it up into bags, and it's gone. But I bought it for the trim for 99 cents, and it is a curtain panel, and so I looked for the other panel and couldn't find it. And then a few days later, I ended up going back, and there it was, sitting right on top of the pile. So maybe somebody had it in their basket and changed their mind, or maybe they hadn't gotten to the bag that had the second one in it. Who knows? But there it was waiting for me. So for another 99 cents, I picked it up because I wanted the trim. And that was the only reason I really wanted this. And for 99 cents, well worth it for 2 yards of trim. I go through lots of this kind of trim. So that's it for the fabric. Except I am saving something for the very end, because you know I like to save things for the end. And you have to stick around to the end today, because we are doing Thrifty Gifty up to the maximum. So then there's this belt. It's a macrame belt. I don't think it's ever been used. It's still got plastic around the ends here to hold the ties together. This will definitely be for one of my boho bags. I'm not sure how I will use it. I may use it as a handle, and then have these tassels hanging. I'm not sure yet, but I loved it, and I said it just says hippie boho to me, so I bought it. It would also make a great journal cover, or a journal wrap, but it is a bit long, so yeah, it might not work for that unless you cut it, and then I don't know what the state of it would be if I cut it. So I think it'll be most likely a handle for a bag. But it was $1, and like I said, it's brand new, and I just had to have it. So then, now this wasn't in the bag. I just put everything in here, so I'll just take it all out. I got this little purse. It was $2, and it's just a vintage little purse. However, along the front here, some of the beads are loose, and there's a few missing. So I'm going, and I have pearls like this. So I'm going to have to do a little repair there to repair it. But I thought it's such a cute little bag that this could be on the front of a journal as a little tuck spot for, you know, like a love letter or something fun. It's hard to open though, so I don't know, I'd have to work on that. But it has a full-size little pocket inside, so it might be something fun to add on to the front of a journal that, you know, maybe it could just be a little topper that sits on top. And then you take off or open it up and it's got, you know, secret things inside of it. So I think I might use this for a journal. I just have to do a little repair there. It's one of those three-legged stools I always talk about. You know, I keep finding these things that just need that little repair, but it is well worth it. I paid, I think, $1, maybe $2, but somewhere in that range. And it's got very iridescent crystals or sequins on it, so I hope you can see the coloring. And it's vintage, just a nice little piece. There are no, I don't think there are any markings inside. I don't want to lose these beads. No, there's nothing inside to say where it was from, but just a sweet little piece. So definitely gonna use it. From the place where I always get jewelry for $1, I got this green necklace, and it is completely to do bead harvesting because I find it very difficult to find green. And this has some nice little green multifaceted beads. They're kind of like they dangle from the top. There's not a hole that goes through it. It's a hole at the top of the bead. So this would be something I would use at the end, sort of like a finishing bead. And they're not glass, they're plastic. This whole thing is plastic, but the colors are very nice, very olivey green colors with a little bit of gold, and lots of gold spacers here, and bead caps. So great way to harvest out of this one. This one, also $1, and it's just a multitude of chain with these little dangly, I don't know if you can see them really well, they're like little dangly sequins, but they're metal sequins, not plastic. They're made out of metal. So this would just be a fun thing to take apart in pieces and have dangling from something on your journal. Lots of possibilities again for that one. And then I don't normally buy bracelets, but they must have got somebody's collection, and these are all very expensive crystal beads. Like this is a beautiful blue pear-shaped bead. It's got some ugly chain in between, but once you take this apart, it would be lots of material here for $1. That's a lot of stuff. And then these are just the Swarovski crystals. This is kind of, I mean, it's got some pink stones here. These are all glass. It may be semi-precious. I'm not sure on that one, but these are all Swarovskis, and they're all multifaceted. It's kind of sort of a brown, but it has a bit of a purpley hue to it. It's hard to explain. Pretty color, but great for doing all kinds of dangles. This one, a glass stone again, and then the clear Swarovski. So another great piece. This will be, I think I'll probably keep this for my window dressings that I'm doing. But again, lots of spacers here, lots of fun material. And this one has mostly silver. And all of them are very brilliant and very shiny. They were $1 each, but you cannot buy these beads for $1. Not this many, I'm sure. Maybe you can get 6 or 8 for $1 somewhere, but not this many. So I thought I did very well in finding these bracelets, and they will get put to good use. So the next thing is from the dollar store, and I'm sure you've seen these. They're $1.75 now, but I thought, you know what? Yeah, I could take I have die cuts that would cut a butterfly out of chipboard, and yeah, I could make my own buttons by just die cutting the butterfly and then putting the holes in it. But I figured for $1.75, I think you get well, you get a bunch. 4, 8, 12. 24, 36, and then I got 36 hearts. they're just such cute little additions to whether you're doing clusters or tags or, you know, just a little corner element on a page. They're so fun to use, and it's very inexpensive, and you get some really nice colors. You can dress them up by adding a little bit of glitter to them, or, you know, if you've got those stickle things, you can add that in there as well. So fun pieces. So I had butterflies before, and I've had the little round ones before, but I used them all up, and so I figured, time to fill them up again. Haven't quite figured out a use for these trays. I do keep them. I thought of doing like little collage backgrounds and turning it into something, but it doesn't really appeal to me. But yeah, I'm sitting on a couple of these, but if any of you have some ideas of how to use the box afterwards, I would love to hear, because they are cute little boxes. Just not sure what I would do with them once the buttons are gone. And knowing me, I will take these out and the buttons will just go into my button jars. Then this was a cute find. It needs a little bit of work, but I thought this was pretty cute. It was $1, and I didn't open it up, and I waited for you. And I didn't look at it super closely, but they are like little wooden books, and it says 1995. They're a little, you know, crude, primitive, I guess would be the word to say, but you know, they have some writing. This one's got the letter R on it, and I thought for $1 they're cute. I think I could probably make a nice little charm out of them. Beauty and the Beast written on here. I think I could collage over top of these and make them a little bit more decorative and make them look more like a little tiny journal. Although we should make little journals one day. But yeah, there was the whole bag for $1, so I thought, yeah, I'm going to play with these and use them as charms. And who knows, you may find them in some Happy Mail one day. Anything's possible. So the last thrift item that I had, I honestly, you know, it just makes me laugh. Now, I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea, but I am not fond of strawberry shortcake at all. But it's not like, you know, it's not like the worst thing in the world. But for some reason, when I'm not fond of something, I just seem to find these things, and I just gravitate towards them. And both Jennifer Dirtle and Deborah Deborah, I butcher your name all the time. And DLI Creations is her YouTube channel. They're friends, and they're in the New Brunswick area. So we're supposed to get together one day. I don't know when we'll do it, but maybe after summer's over. But they are both working on strawberry shortcake journals. I don't know if they've started yet, but they're going to, because I keep finding things for them. So far I've found a book and a coloring book that they can take apart, but this takes the cake. All right, Jennifer, Deborah, I hope you guys are watching, because you guys can split this right down the middle. And there is so much of it. You have to, your journal is practically done. All I have to do is glue it together and it's done. Here is your cover. Isn't this amazing? Now, I thought it was a dress, but it's not. It is a big piece of seersucker fabric. The seersucker at the top here, or is that what that's called, right? Where they stitch it all together. And I thought it was a dress, but it's not. Maybe it's a skirt, but it's open. So I think they bought the material like this, or they prepared the material, but there's a ton of it here. How many strawberry shortcake books do you want to make? But you guys could do a whole series of them. There's a ton of material here. So I'm putting this in your pile, girls. And if you think I'm going out and spending a ton of money, like it's got to be 2 yards wide. Okay. And that's the seersucker part going that way. And then it's about 24 inches, maybe about 30 inches long. So after this part here, there's about another 18 to 20 inches. But there's lots. And when I say it's 2 yards that way, it's going to be more at the bottom because this is all bunched up. So I'm not going to try to measure it in here. But if you think I spend a lot of money on this stuff, I bought this for, now it doesn't look very clear, but it was 99 cents. So you guys, you don't even have to worry about owing me a dime. It's a gift. It's a total gift for you guys. So strawberry shortcake will be coming out of your ears. Between the two of you, somebody better produce a book that I can see. And no, not as a gift. I don't want it. But yeah, so that was my find that I just cracked up when I saw, and I said, oh yeah, going in my basket. So they will have lots of material to play with. So now that's it for my haul. I know I have a lot to talk about, but I just wanted to quickly go through and show you some of the things that I have just listed in my shop, both my website, which the link is below, as well as my coffee site. Some things are there. You know, when I had multiples of things, I put some on coffee and some on the website, because for some people, you know, it's easier or it's more convenient to shop on one or the other. But I've added a couple of cabinet cards to my website. So these are for sale there. This is one of those tea card books. This is for sale on my website, and it's about the Arctic. There are no cards in here, but this is one of those collector booklets. So if you do collect the cards, they were from Red Rose Tea years and years ago. This would be a great opportunity to collect them right in the book. And I know that these books are highly sought after. I have a new 35-piece kind of a masculine ephemera package, and these are available both on the coffee site now as well as my website. And they have anything. I have still some Tim Holtz paper dolls, so I'm trying to use those up in here. They have receipts. They have you know, some faux money, some index cards, an airmail envelope, stamps, just odds and ends of things that are kind of masculine related. So I put several packs of those together. I have several of these needle books. They're not in the greatest of shape, you know, but if you're doing a sewing journal, like this one is the most chewed up one. But if you're doing a sewing journal, they would be added in there very nicely. Most of them have some needles, but not necessarily all. But the prices are reflected based on, you know, the condition that they're in. So, you know, if you're good at scanning, you could scan this and do kind of a little bit of a repair to it. You know, if you've got some Photoshop skills. I just don't have time to do all that, and I have enough Photoshop projects to last me, you know, 10 lifetimes. So these needle books are for sale on my website. Some handmade flowers. I was cleaning up some stuff. These flowers have a doily base. They come in 6 packs, both on coffee and on my website. They have a doily base, and they're put together with a brad, and so they come together, and they're very cute to use on a journal. So they come in 6 packs. I have some packs of Canadian stamps. Most of them are vintage. The odd new, not new, but newer one, but most of them are, you know, older. And they come 50 in a package for a couple of dollars. This is on my website, just a little oddity box. I'm just clearing up some stuff, and I just thought I would show you really quickly. A cute little pin cushion that is going for sale on my website. A package of checkers, and there's 24 checkers here, the 12 red and the 12 black. A package of 30 vintage buttons. These are larger buttons. I have some crosses. Now, most of these are pewter, and they will be packaged to go, and they are a combination of sizes, from the largest being about maybe not quite 2 inches. Oh, no, 2 inches down to a 1-inch size one. They will come mixed in. They're in a package of 12. I don't have a lot of gold ones, but I will be sure to put 1 gold one in each package. So they're sold in packs of 12. So I have that. Then I have doilies in 2 different sizes available in 6-packs for sale on both my website and on Coffee. This was just a single little package. It's a pair. It's like a closure. I thought this would be good for doing a journal, but I'm just clearing off my desk, so the knot loops through. It's a kind of a black cord, and then you would stitch it onto your journal or whatever it is that you want to put this onto, and it becomes a closure. And because it has kind of that Asian feel to it, I had this little blue fan that I include in the package. And they're very inexpensive. It's just clearing stuff up, and if you find it interesting, then by all means pick it up. Now, if you are a member of Coffee and you shop through my Coffee site, whether you're in Canada or United States, the shipping is $9. But if you're a Coffee member, automatically, as soon as your order comes in, I will turn around and refund you $3 on your shipping. So it's again becoming more and more the way to do things, and members of the Coffee site are going to get more and more things, benefits. So for a $3 monthly membership, it's going beyond the digitals that are exclusive to members, but now it's savings on shipping, and there'll be more little perks as we go along. Napkins, all my napkins sell 2 for $1, and I have this one is my newest favorite one. It's birds and flowers, just a beautiful, very vibrant color. And then I've added these cheetahs. I love the teal blue backgrounds. This one is roses with butterflies, beautiful. I have those on, these napkins are all on both sites. This is a very nautical looking one in the blue with the black and white. And you can see the ships in the background. There's seashells, and then there's the compass there. Getting a cramp in my arm. And then this is butterflies with, I don't know if this is dandelions, but it's like a wildflower. Very pretty, very soft colors. Watercolor roses. This very peacock looking pattern that would be great for doing bases and tags. And this is kind of a teal with a little bit of burgundy in here, just a very simple sort of a geometric repeating pattern, which again would be nice for a base for tags or journal cards. So this is just some of the newest items that I put on the website. And of course there's more in quantities, as well as, different, a few other things that I haven't shown you. But I just thought I would throw that in. And then the next thing I wanted to do was I wanted to give a shout out to 2 different YouTubers. One is Hazel Annika, and I will have the links below to her channel. She is getting close to her 500 subscribers, so if you have a chance, give her a little bit of love and go and visit her channel. She's a crazy Canadian girl. Love her to pieces. Funny, and if you're in the same age group, she has some really good humor for people our age, who we all get. The other shout out I'd like to do is Brenda Clark, and she is the Simply Crafter. I'm sorry, Brenda, I forget. I just know her as Brenda. Brenda is reaching her, or she's just gone over her 1,000, and she's having a draw as well. So head over to her channel, show her some love. And if you haven't been to either of their channels, they offer lots of content that you will just gobble up as far as creativeness. So visit both Hazel and Brenda. The links will be below to their channel. And remember to share, like, comment, and certainly subscribe. It helps their channels and helps their channels to grow as well. And that's what we're all about, is sharing the experience and helping each other to, because we're all creative. So now I want to talk about the draws that I have here. Okay, so I've done the shout outs. Oh, I forgot one thing, but I'm not going to be able to fit that in. Okay, so I got behind because I forgot one time to do the draw, and then the second time I was already 3/4 of the way through the video, and it was like, oh, I'm not going to stop it to do the draw. And I think I had said back then that I was going to switch it and just do them all at the end of the month. I think I'm going to do that now on a regular basis. It just makes it easier for me. But I'm changing up the Thrifty Gifty a little tiny bit. So this is a pile of names. This is a pile of names here that are getting Thrifty Gifty. But if you are a subscriber to my channel and you leave comments, of course you get put in the pool, and then the YouTube picker thing that I use, the random picker, picks a name. But if you are a coffee member, a monthly member, you will get an ephemera package sent out to you. You will just have to send me your email or your mailing address so that I can send the package out to you. If you are not a member of the coffee site, and this is again where I'm saying that you'll have more opportunities if you are a member, and you know it's $3, and I don't expect everybody to do it. I don't expect you to go running there, but you know it does give you more things, and it just helps my channel to grow, and you know it helps to compensate me just a little bit to keep going and doing this. So it is $3 a month. But so now are the Thrifty Gifty winners, if they are coffee members, they will get an ephemera package sent to them. If you are not a coffee member and you are one of my Thrifty winners, you will win a 1-month coffee membership. So then I'm not sending out a package to you. You have a 1-month membership to download all the different digitals that you want to download from the member side, and then you might find out that you actually like it, and then you can take advantage of getting the discounts on shipping and the special things and whatever else. Now if you know, after this is done and in the next round of Thrifty Gifties, if you've already had a free membership and you decide you don't want the free membership the second time around, then you will get a ephemera package sent out to you. But it's kind of my way of giving back to the members so that they automatically get one, because they're already on the site taking advantage of my digitals. But it's a way to give back to them, and it also helps to keep my costs down for mailing. So if you aren't a member, then you will get a 1-month free membership, and all I need is your email address to invite you to where you can take advantage of the membership. So I'm going to go through, and some of you, I do know that you're members, but some of you have different names for different places, and it's hard to keep track of who you are. So if you are a member, you might have to tell me if I don't already know. So April the 12th, that's how far behind I am. April the 12th, drum roll please. Da, 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 da. The winner is Nikki the Black Dog. Now I know that Nikki is a member, so she will get ephemera sent to her in the mail. Woohoo! I know Nikki is the dog. It's not really her name. So that was April the 12th. And then I didn't have any Thrifty videos again until June the 8th. And June the 8th is Tammy Valen 4906. Now, I don't know, Tammy, if you, I know I have a Tammy, but I don't know if it's the same Tammy. So I don't know if you're a member or not. If you're not a member, you will get a 1-month membership. The next one is June the 15th, and that was Elaine Beck, 2165. I don't think you're a member, so you will get a membership. But I'm still going to say question mark, because you might say, yeah, no, my name is something else on there, and then I'll know. Then it'll switch. And then we have June the 22nd. See how far behind I was? June the 22nd, and I have Anna Patrocino, 9090. I know she is a member, so she will get an ephemera pack sent out to her. Woohoo! The next one was for June the 29th, and it's Sue Wegert 2323, and I don't think you are a member, so I'm going to be giving you a 1-month membership. And the last one was for July the 6th, and that's Laura Harmon 659. Now Laura, again, I'm not sure because I know there's a couple of Lauras, but like I said, everybody's names are different in one place and the other. So for all of you, these two, I know I need your mailing address. You two, I need to know if you are members or not, and then we'll take it from there. And these two, Elaine and Sue, I know that you aren't members, but there again, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. And if you aren't members, you will get a 1-month membership for the coffee site member side. So that's it for my video for today. I hope it wasn't too long, and I hope you found some interesting information in there. And I'm hoping to get more videos done, but you know, Murphy's Law, right? So I wish you all a very creative day. It's Saturday. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining here, and I hope it's shining for you as well. And I wish you all a very creative week, and I look forward to seeing all of you soon. And please get in touch with me one way or another on this video, and leave me comments, because when we do the next round of draws, July the 29th will be one of the first draws that I do. That's it for now. Talk to you all later. Bye for now.